Hi, everyone. It's Coach Mo here. Hello, Monday. If you're watching me live, this is Motivational Monday. If you're listening to this in a recording or podcast, welcome to another wonderful edition of Motivational Monday. Today, we're talking about soul esteem. I know I made that word up. Isn't it cool? If you don't know who I am career coach Mo Fall, the founder and the creator of one of the most magnificent 12-week transformational career workshops called the Kick-Ass Career Workshop. In that 12-week journey, we take professional women through a series of building themselves back up from the inside out. So what we're doing is building their soul esteem. You know, in the 750 plus women that I've helped lift their careers, my team and I, we have noticed a major problem with women whose careers are stalled or stuck. And that is that they do not have an adequate amount of power inside, which I'm calling soul esteem. If you've watched my 5 shifts webinar, you'll know that there are 5 major shifts that you need to make in order to bring your soul back to life so that you can bring a new version of you back to work. And the women who we coach in our 12-week transformational workshop have such amazing results from their soul power being lifted that they literally say how life-changing the process is. One of our ladies who just graduated, shout out to her. She knows who she is. She said it was the most magnificent thing ever invented in the world. So I want to thank Jennifer for that kind, wonderful compliment. Women are asking for raises, getting new jobs, being paid at levels that they've never been paid at before because of the techniques we take them through in the 12-week transformational workshop. And a hello, of course, always to Debbie Grant. Hello and happy Monday to you, Debbie. If you are skeptical or you're saying, Mo, really, if I just build my soul esteem, I can change my life forever? I say, yes, you can. Debbie, can I hear an amen on that? That's exactly what we do. And that's my magic formula. You know, it took me going through breast cancer and a double mastectomy to find this secret formula for myself. And when I did, I thought to myself, I wonder if this will work for others. And it wasn't until several years later that I retired from big corporate healthcare executive roles and a very successful career that I realized one really critical difference between the women who moved ahead and surged ahead in their careers and those who didn't. And I'm going to tell you this. It's also one of the biggest differences in how we as women are socialized and brought up versus men and boys. And I was just talking to a woman on a clarity call today. You're going to join the workshop because it's what you need. And I'm going to come help you make that decision. I said to her, hey, I'd be happy to talk to your husband to help manage the decision and manage the investment and the commitment. She recently quit her job. Desperation move. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the 5 ways to tell if you don't have soul esteem. And I'm going to tell you this. Quitting your job out of overwhelmed desperation and not knowing what's next means that you don't know how to navigate that next thing that's next. And rather than be scared, some people quit. If you're following my work, you know I'm not a big advocate of quitting. I'm more of an advocate of get expert help so you can navigate things differently. And if that's not the right place for you to work, if you're not playing at your full level, let's get you up leveled. And in this case of this woman I was speaking to, but here's the thing I told this wonderful, wonderful woman who's got so much talent and she's leaving so much on the table and it just breaks my heart. I said, listen, there is no boy who is raised in this world that I'm aware of who is ever told, hey, honey, let's make sure that everyone else is taken care of and everyone else feels good before you get yours. You shouldn't go after what you want. You're going to be seen as selfish and greedy. Girls don't do that. This is the beginning of what ends up showing up in our careers where we don't advocate for ourselves, we don't ask for more, and we don't leave bad situations, bad work environments, and we put up being stifled and stymied and pushed down. We put up with it because deep inside our soul is a program that says you don't deserve it. How dare you step forward? Don't speak up for yourself. You're going to be criticized. There is so much that we are taught, and it's drilled into our soul, into the very fiber of our being, to not be good enough, to not show up strong enough. It is the essence of sinning. And for those of you who have a beautiful, strong commitment to a religious affiliation, I'm here to tell you this. The biggest sin you can make against your creator is to not live in your soul's esteem. Because I do believe, as do many, many people on this planet Earth, no matter what your religion is, that you are born in a divine essence, a likeness and image of your creator. So how dare you not step into your power? How dare you allow the world or other fear-based human beings who raised you? We love them very much, but I don't know, what were they thinking? Putting us in our place like that. Women deserve to be putting themselves out front, in front. We are educated. We have plenty to offer. This beautiful woman I talked to today on a clarity call, 46-year-old, has all the right certifications, and there's at least 30 grand that she's leaving on the table every single year. The next 20 years, if she makes the right move and up levels, which she's not going to be able to do because her soul esteem's not there to power this up, it's a $600,000 career difference. So we're talking about the difference between $1.8 million to $3 million in her career. Now I'm going to tell you this. Most careers over the next 20 years, if they make the right moves, are at least a $1 million difference. I know. And I'm going to guarantee you this. I don't charge $1 million for my workshop. Okay? So that's up to you. And we only work with women who are professional women who have professional standing and something additional to offer into the marketplace, or who are so confused and not sure what to do, but they have some education, expertise, and experience. So that's who we work with. If you've seen my webinar, you know more specifically about that and about the gremlins that can capture your soul and convince you of something that is absolutely not true. And let me just say it this way. I'm bold because I'm just back from vacation, a little bit of time off. I've like raised my amperage. I have raised my vibration, people. Yeah, Robin, I wish I had known this. Where's your, I wish I'd known this. Now I go forward with enthusiasm. I got this. And yes, you do, Robin. Debbie Grant, always good to see you. Step into your power. And yes, you have. Laura, Coach Mo can help if you have quit. She helped me find my soul after I quit. Yes, indeed. I think you found more than your soul, Laura. A beautiful dream job, a beautiful partner. So hello, soul. Hello, soul power. This is what I'm talking about today because it is the essence of why so many women don't have the career that they deserve, because you weren't told how to step into your power. But you know what? Boys are told how to do that every single day of their lives. Go for it. Try that out. You punch him back if he punched you. You go get what you want. Be a man. What does that mean, be a man? Does it mean take what you deserve? Does it mean take what you want? What does be a man mean? It means step into your power. How many women or girls, hey, go be a girl? What does that mean? If you tell me, write in these comments when I say, go be a girl, what does that mean? Go be a woman. But you know exactly what it means when someone says, go be a man. You tell me the unconscious bias that is now hopefully conscious in your mind that has been affecting your soul esteem your entire life. This has happened before your career. This has happened before your career. And you know what? I didn't start this problem for you, but I sure as heck know how to fix it. Here's the 5 signs that you don't have soul esteem. Okay. And I'm calling it soul esteem because this is freaking what it is. Self-confidence, self-esteem is really an outside world way of doing things and being. But what's really going on inside is a soul that is not powered up to be powerful. Most women and girls have been raised to push their power out and give it to others. As a matter of fact, there's so many women who we've coached in our 12-week workshop over the years, over 750 of them. I can't say that any single one of them said, oh yeah, I was told I can do anything I want to. Matter of fact, there's one that comes to mind. But you know what? She was in a toxic environment and she needed to find a way out, and she needed a powerful strategy, and she needed to play at a level that she had never played before. We got her there. And bravo to you, Chris. You came to mind when I thought about that. Because you had a very empowering mom from what I remember. So here's the thing. You must be a powerful soul in order to solve any problem in your life. If you are not a powerful soul, you are going to let people trample over you. Sign number one, being taken advantage of. You're going to be putting up with less than you deserve. Number two, I better write these down as I rattle them off because they're coming fast and furious. So you're going to be walked over, taken advantage of, playing at less than your value. You're going to probably be, because of all of that, irritable towards your loved ones and start isolating yourself from your friends, family, stop wanting to do fun things, which is the first step toward having a chronic condition called depression. And you are going to suffer financially because the financial losses that you entail because you're letting people step over you, take advantage of you, and push you aside. It's going to cost you millions of dollars in your career. It's possibly, if you're in your mid-40s and even older, it's possibly already cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. The only way you can solve this for you is to do the thing that humanity is pushing us to right now in this time and place. I am calling you out here, Rhonda. Book your complimentary career clarity call. And if we can help you out, we'd be happy to show you what we got going on in the workshop. It is my biggest passion in life to not have another woman on this planet underserve herself because no one taught her or showed her her true soul's power. And there are millions of women on this planet. I don't have room for millions of women to handle this problem. So I can't help all of you, but we can help 30 to 50 women a month with this problem. We're geared up. We've got an expert team of coaches. And what we have recognized in coaching over 750 women, and I have personally and my team collectively, we have spoken to 6,000 women about their careers over the last 5+ years. And there is one massive truth. And that is that if your soul is not powered up, if your soul is not in a powerful state, you will suffer emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially. And your life will not be awesome. Your life will be a series of working hard around the problem because you were taught that working hard solves it all, and it does not. Every woman I have spoken to about their career problems is a hard worker. There's hardly anyone who books a clarity call with us who says, I'm just a lazy son of a gun. I don't really apply myself. That is not what women typically do. Sure, there's probably some lazy women on this planet, just like there are lazy people. But here's the thing. Hey, Sheila Price, we can help you get unconfused about what to do for your career. I don't know why you only have 3 choices or why you do have 3 choices, but we can absolutely help you solve that problem. Yes, indeed, Bonnie, and yikes is right. And we're doing what we can do to help Bonnie Monroe. You've helped us grow in soul efficacy. Ooh, there's your big word, Paige. Got a doctorate. We love her. Paige, absolutely and totally. And I'm blessed and grateful to have had you as a client as I am with so many amazing women. So, and I love that, soul esteem. Awesome. That's what it is. When your soul is on fire, you have soul esteem and you feel awesome. Debbie Grant, I'm loving on that. And Debbie, I've known you for, I think, is it over 3 years? Keeps getting better. Keeps getting better. All right, so let's break this down. The 5 signs that you know that your soul esteem is suffering. Number 1, you're being taken advantage of at work and maybe other places too. You might have friends who take advantage of you. I'm just saying. And maybe you like the fact that you're needed by your friends in that way. But you know who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to you, you understand this. If you have people in your life who are taking advantage of you, it's a sign of a lack of soul esteem. Number 2, you are taken advantage of and walked all over by people who should be elevating and empowering you. So number 1, you are being walked over. Number 2, taken advantage of. Number 3, you're playing at a lesser value. Why are you doing that? Why are you playing smaller than you ought to be? Why do you have that education and those certifications and those master's degrees? And why did you get all of that to then not do anything with it? And this beautiful woman I spoke to today, I was expecting things would get better. 5 years after the first certification, 3 years after the second one, still not getting better. You've got to make massive decisions for yourself. And when you can't, or when you don't, it's because you don't have enough soul esteem to make those types of moves. Well, I don't know what I would do. I don't know how to interview. I don't know if anyone would believe me that I could do something more. Soul esteem problem, soul esteem problem, soul esteem problem. They're all pointing to the same problem, but who's talking about this? It's like self-confidence. I need to have more self-confidence. Like you can buy it off the shelf, take it out of the box, and have more self-confidence. You can't do that. There's no box of self-confidence that you can buy. It doesn't exist. So you can't just get more self-confidence. It's impossible. That's not how it works. You have to build your energetic being, which is your soul, which is your divine likeness and image, back up to how you were born. You were born completely powerful, and your life knocked your soul down, pushed it down, squelched its power, turned the lights off, and now you're just working in the physical world trying to make it different and make it better. It doesn't work. That's like if the electric power company that powers your house or your apartment, if they turned off the electricity and you go outside trying to collect sunshine to power your electricity. Like, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't go, oh, I need some more light in my house. I think I'll go collect sunshine out there and package it up and bring it home. You can't do that. You can't do that with your soul either. You can't just go find it and buy it off the shelf or package it up and bring it. You got to work on you. If you want to work up here at this level, you got to be her. You got to be that version of her. And that means you need a big, powerful dose of soul esteem. Robin, so proud of you for doing your own business due to the work that we did together, and totally love on you. And absolutely, you totally owned your vision of your future. Sheila, rock on. We have all kinds of work for you. I guess I have no self-esteem, soul esteem. Hey, Shelly, I'm throwing it down for you personally. Okay. I'm totally throwing it down for you. So here's what you need to do. You need to understand what the problem is. Because if you've got this problem, you can't just go buy it and fix it. I'm sorry. That's not how this universe is put together. It's called personal deep work. And what we're doing in our workshop, the first thing we do with all of our ladies is help them build their soul esteem back up. Bonnie, thank you so much for your comment on that. I am feeling my soul strength each day more and more with kick-ass coaching from Mo. Feel stronger, feel like a star pine tree. I'm liking that. Pine tree. And hey, when you join the workshop, you're going to probably get that metaphor a little bit deeper. So this is a problem identification motivational Monday. I want everyone listening to this to understand the truth about why your career or your life is not working out for you. And your soul is the answer. Now, your soul is not the problem. See, the problem is how you've interpreted all the messages and how all of this damage has happened along the way. And it's not your fault. It is absolutely not your fault that the world raises women girls that turn into women a certain way and raises boys and men a certain way. Not your fault. And truthfully, not much you can do about it of what's happened in the past. But what you can do about it today is say, you know what? I'm worth more. You know what? I deserve more. You know what? I'm only getting older. If I don't fix this problem right now, what's the rest of my life going to look like? You have one life to lead. I don't care how many children you might have or how many dependents you might have. You are the responsible party of you. And frankly, not many other people in your life. Your kids, yes, you're going to raise them, but ultimately they're responsible for themselves. At a certain age, they're going to figure it out. And there's only so much you can do as a parent if you haven't figured that out already. I mean, I'm just here to tell you, okay? Keep them safe, keep them out of trouble as much as you possibly can, but they're going to have to find their way. You are responsible for you. And I will tell you this, and ladies, if you're moms who have been in my workshop, please do say what's your truth. The women who bring their soul esteem up through our workshop are not only better mothers, better sisters, better daughters, better friends, better coworkers, but their careers are now at the level that they ought to be, or they're beginning to play at that level. So you have got to appreciate and understand that your soul esteem affects everything. And if it's not there, you're being taken advantage of, walked all over, playing at a lesser value, losing financially, and you're probably irritable and not the happiest person on the planet. Is that truly who you are deep down? It's not. I know it's not, because I understand, I know the true essence of humanity, and it is powerful, it is brilliant, it's loving, it's kind, it's compassionate. And for those of you who were raised in a bit more of a dysfunctional family, you have probably learned how to be super hyper vigilant about how everyone else is feeling. And you're so tuned into everyone else's feelings so you don't trip the wire and get in trouble that you've lost who you are inside. And this is one of the most damaging elements of soul esteem. When you've been raised in that type of environment, you have a big call to action for yourself to build that soul back up and not to be a victim of your upbringing. And I know that might be harsh and dramatic, and maybe it's an abrupt way to say it. But the truth is, you have responsibility to build your soul up, no one else's. If you're raising kids at a young age right now, you will be a better parent when your soul esteem is built back up. You will parent differently and better. And why do I say better? Because when you are in your soul's power, you are a much more effective human being on this planet, and you are bringing higher level energy to everything you do. Even when you go grocery shopping and say hello to someone behind your mask, when you're feeling awesome, you're going to give out that light of awesomeness to everyone. And when you're feeling crappy, you're going to give that out to everyone. This beautiful woman I had a clarity call with today, I said that to her. I said, you know what? If you're already interviewing and people just aren't like bringing you back and talking back to you, it's probably because you're telegraphing your low self-esteem, soul esteem. Subconsciously, they're picking up on that, and they don't know what they're feeling, but what they're feeling is that you're not quite there. And people don't know how to articulate this, but they're feeling it. And you don't know how to articulate it probably, and maybe I've helped you create language now around this big problem. But if you're interviewing with a low soul esteem, you are not going to be hired at the level that you ought to be hired at. You're going to be hired at the level of your soul esteem. And I'm going to give you a massive truth right now. So I want to make sure, if you're listening to this, especially if you're listening to this live, I'm paid very well to 120, sounds great, benefits, travel, that sounds cool. I spent the last 5 years hating my 20 years invested. Listen, Rhonda, 120 is a good salary to who? If you've been playing at that level and you haven't really moved much, there's a bigger level for you. And you may think, oh, that's a whole lot of work and I don't know. And I don't, gremlins, negative soul esteem talking. See, the thing is that we filter negative soul esteem through everything we know of in our life. And when you build your soul back up, when you become a vibrating version of you, you're going to change everything to the positive in your life. The one thing I can guarantee anyone in my workshop, and ladies, again, please feel free to agree or not based on the comments. The one thing I can guarantee you is that your life and your career is a reflection of your soul esteem. And I don't say that to be harsh. I say that to be a truth teller, because in order to change this, you gotta wake up. If I smooth over this and talk nice about it, I'm not gonna get your attention. I wanna get your attention. I wanna grab you by the neck and say, woman, wake up. You're worth so much more. You're worth playing at a higher level. You're worth enjoying your life. You're worth being awesome every single day. And you're worthy of awesomeness comes from here, not from out there. And once you claim that, you are free forever. So if you're saying, I hate my job for the last 5 years, you're in a prison of hatred. Do you get that? Dear Rhonda, you're in a prison of hatred. Do you know how that poisons yourself, your soul, and your body? It's poison to be living that way. Who told you that was okay? How are you making that okay? You got to change it, please, for your own soul's sake. And I say this partly because the world is a better place when you are not in hatred every day. Your world is a better place when you're not living in hatred every day. And frankly, my world is a better place if any one individual person on this planet can shift from being hateful and hating their life to being awesome and amazing. If one person makes that shift, it changes the world for all of us. Do you know that we're all connected? Do you know that energetically we are all one? We are all one. So your soul esteem affects your life intimately. But truthfully, it affects Robin and Rhonda and Sheila and Debbie and Paige. Every single one of us are participating in a great big energy dynamic. Our souls are connected and we are one. So why I'm so passionate about this is because I suffered in my great trajectory of my career. But I did a few things successfully that very few women who I worked side by side with figured out and did on their own. I was gifted with seeing this and appreciating it and be able to make changes in my career. So that in my last decade or so of my career, I was playing at a very, very high level in corporate America. And I was happier and freer than ever. Happier and freer than when I was making 80, 100, 120, 150. I remember when I lost my job in 2003, making, I think it was like $156,000. And I was feeling sort of successful, but I was also feeling stuck. Like, who else is going to pay me this? I lost my job after 5 years. I was right-sized out of the organization. I was moved aside. Moved out. I was given a severance package and I scrambled to find the next opportunity, which was a bigger opportunity with more financial gain, bigger title. And it was exciting and new. That wouldn't have happened if I didn't get tossed out of the organization because I was so freaking stubborn to not make a change. And I was so freaking scared that I wouldn't make something more than what I was there making. Then that was a wrong assessment based on the fact that my soul esteem was in the freaking toilet. And I worked my butt off to prove myself in that job every single day. And the last 2 to 3 years of it, I was freaking miserable. So I don't judge women who are in the same situation. I have empathy and I understand it. The difference is I know how to fix it with you and for you. I can't do the work. I can't show up, but I know exactly what you're feeling. I know exactly what to do to help you. Exactly. And so does my coaching team. We know exactly how to help lift you up and lift you back into your soul's power. And in order for you to play at the level that you are built for, you have to build your soul back. It is the only answer. So all of you ladies who are listening to this, who are not my clients, freaking jump into a clarity call and let us figure out together if this is the right solution for you. But if I'm speaking to you and you're ready to be coached, this is going to be a fit for you. I can tell you that coming in. Whether you're going to be coachable, decisive, resourceful, and be ready to play it at a higher level, that's up to you. And in order to play at a higher level, you may have to make decisions and do the work that it's going to be required for you to build your soul back to get that higher level identity. You're worth it. You are worth it. Aren't you, ladies? Those of you who know me, you know what I'm talking about. Wanda, please book yourself a career clarity call and let's sort this out and see if we can help you stop sinking. You know, the interesting thing about sinking is that you are not only losing soul esteem every day by sinking, but you are also vibrating at a lower level, and you're going to continue to attract or begin to attract even lower level energy from others. So you're going to just be taken advantage of and treated even more poorly than maybe you are already. That's what happens energetically. It's how the universe is built. And I don't make these things up. I don't make up the universal laws. I just know how to leverage them to your benefit and to your soul's benefit, and show you a toolkit that can help you navigate this world. You know, we're living in a much different world than our parents lived in. Our parents didn't really have to worry about these things because humanity has evolved to a different level. We're in a different phase of humanity. And if you haven't caught on to that through the great pandemic, which is, as it was happening, we were going through the biggest parts of this, I called it the Great Awakening. If you have not noticed that you are in another level of awareness, please take a little extra dose of note about that. You are now in a absolutely different human expansion place than anyone before us has ever been through. And the only way through this is by building your soul back up. You can't work harder to overcome the difficulties and the challenges that we have in this global situation right now as humanity continues to expand. You're going to find people who are more successful than ever are the ones who have channeled their inner divinity and channeled their power. And you're going to find people who have not done that, who are beginning to suffer greater. And that's the truth. And a lot of people don't like that level of truth. Again, your soul is reflected in your outside world. So take note of that. And now I have some really great fun news for you to wrap up this Motivational Monday. Hopefully you're staying with me. This is a beautiful book called The Wondrous You by a good friend of mine, Kayla Floyd. Kayla Floyd. Wondrous You, Empowering Poems from Magical Kids. And we are all our creators' kids. But she wrote this book for her daughter, who I think is 8 or 9, Chloe. And Kayla, I've known her for 5 years or so. She's a beautiful soul on this planet. She's a meditation and spiritual transformational coach who I've actually had the pleasure of working with, and her helping me come forward in my soul and my spirit, and her sister Lacey Young, who are two gorgeous, beautiful souls on this planet, both serving humanity in a greater way. And so Kayla was inspired to write this beautiful book of poetry. And check it out on Amazon, Wondrous You, Empowering Poems for Magical Kids. If you have any sense of wanting to spiritually expand and grow, these poems are going to speak to you whether you're an adult or a kid. I'm going to read one to you, and look at how beautiful the illustrations are here. You are energy. Kayla, shout out to you and congratulations on the book. It's beautiful inside, and the meaning is deep and rich and so powerful. You are energy. Here's the poem. You are a spark of pure love and light, an energetic boom that lit up the night. Deep in the dark, your magic grew, and out came a miracle, wondrous you. The energy inside is who you are, an effortless stream of bright, shining star. Your power isn't something you have to earn, but managing its flow is what you must learn. Spend time in quiet, sensing your vibration. Open your heart. Begin a conversation. Deep in your gut, you'll feel the hum. You'll hear the beat of your very own drum. Find this rhythm as often as you can. Tap into the energy you have at hand. Spread outside of the physical you and ask to see what's real and true. Into the dark, you'll take a ride and find the truth about what's inside. You'll be taken back to that first little spark, right to the center of who you really are. Remember this trick for all your days. When the world seems dark and it's all a haze, close your eyes and feel the buzz. It's the you who always is and always was. The reason why people may choose not to grow or bring their soul back to life is the one word in this beautiful book that Kayla mentions, and that is dark. In order to really see who you are and open yourself up and become who you are truly meant to be as the wondrous you, you're going to have to go through some darkness. And you're going to have to go through a little bit of doubt. And your ego is going to wrestle the hell with you because it doesn't want to be put aside. Your ego wants to live, and it's really the force that separates you from your beautiful soul. And the guidance that we give our ladies and the coaching we give our ladies helps bring their soul back and allows enough time to go through the darkness, because you must face your limitations and what you've done and been so far in order to bring your soul back to life. It is a warrior journey, like Laura said earlier. It is a warrior's journey, and we know exactly how to guide you through it. Like if you're traveling on the hardest rivers, on the hardest rapids, and wanting to do a raft expedition down this beautiful river, you need expert guides. And that expertise of what we have and what we bring to the table to help you is actually priceless. And all of our clients tell us that. It's just not me saying that to you. There's an investment to get experts on your side. And I do a lot of free stuff and a lot of beautiful stuff for you. But the true transformation comes when you apply yourself into a process that is proven and that has experts on your side. We know exactly how to navigate the rough waters of a career that's not performing for you. The rough waters of bringing your soul back to life when there's so many forces fighting against it. You know, you may not understand this, but when you start to bring your light back, when you start to shine at a brighter level, there may be people around you who aren't on the same page because they've gotten something out of you playing small. They've gotten something out of taking advantage of you. They've gotten something out of walking all over you. They've gotten something out of you being a victim. And I will say this, if you do not bring your soul back to life now, you will suffer even more. Because where we are as a human species right now, in the great expansion that we're going through right now, your soul is what is being called forward. And if you do not listen to that call forward, you'll be left in a trap of not knowing what to do next, working harder and being more irritable, full of more self-doubt and overwhelm. And I don't say that to scare you. I say that to hopefully wake you up. The world is now at a place where we must bring our souls alive. We must. Otherwise, powerful people who are there to pull you forward, but what they really feel like they're doing is pushing you down. They're the exact force that's going to push you through it. But if you let them win, you're just not going to be a happy person on this planet. And I want you to be happy and joyous and free. That's what your soul was meant to be. When you were born in the likeness and image of your Creator. Your divinity wants to be expressed. It does. It wants it. That's why you're listening to me. That's why you've booked a clarity call. That's why you might be wanting to book a clarity call. It's time to shine your light. And I can't do that for you. I can show you exactly how to do it, but I can't do it for you. I can't be responsible for your light, but I can show you how to turn it on. You are responsible for your light and your life and your career. You are. Your boss isn't. Your company isn't. Your partner, your spouse, your friend, no one. I was talking a couple of weeks ago with a woman who was a very educated attorney, and she was making at least $100,000 less than she should be making in the marketplace for what she brings to the table. Sadly, she chose not to get the expertise in our proven formula. And she wrote back and said, I'm just going to get peer coaching from this point on. Thank you very much, Mo. What the world is missing by her not stepping into her power at a powerful level. The world is missing her brilliance, her true power. And how many of you listening to this feel that when you check in with yourself, that you're not playing at the level that you deserve to play at? And you don't know how to fix it, because if you did, you would have already fixed it. You would have fixed it 5 years ago or 10 years ago. And again, I'm not blaming you for not knowing how to fix it. I didn't either. But let all of my hard work and all of the expertise that I've gained in building my career up and helping build 750 women's souls back up and their careers back up, help you do it in a much more rapid place. You do not need to spend 20 years figuring this out. We can help you do it in 12 weeks. It's what we do, and we're darn good at it. Just got in bath and it popped up. Oh, goodness, Sheila, I'm looking forward to working with you. Let's make it happen, Sheila. Paula, I did not realize how low my soul was until I was able to lift myself up. It was work, but it was worth it. And you have done great work, Paula. I love you so much. Debbie Grant, are you a flashlight, candle, or a light bulb? Bam, flash, light, joom, 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 joom. How about a big spotlight, Debbie Grant? Ladies, I hope this message resonated with you. If you're one of my clients, you know exactly how to take yourself to the next level, to really bring your soul to life at another level. Please take that for consideration as we're in this challenging time and stimulating time to really do great soul work individually and collectively. If you'd like my friend's book, Amazon.com, Wondrous You, Kayla Floyd. This is gonna feel good, but Kayla wrote this book to inspire kids so that they can have a different sense of their soul growing up. But you as adults have decades of work that needs to be taken care of. Beautiful book for my friend. I hope you enjoyed the one poem I shared with you. Yes, indeed, Rhonda, let's get things rocking and rolling in the right direction for you. And they've got something out of your plain small. Yes, they have. They have. And let's stop that and let's put you in the driver's seat of your soul and your career. This is career coach Mo Fall. I have enjoyed sharing with you my passion and the amazing, amazing truth to bringing your soul back to life, because your soul esteem is being reflected in your life and career right now. Those winds that have blown the leaves out to wherever they are in your life It's not by accident. It's a reflection. So take that in and say, you know what? My life and my career is not what I want it to be, and it feels kind of crappy. You've got to bring your soul back to life to change it. That is the answer. And frankly, it is the only answer. It is the only answer. Thank you, Tarina. Thank you, Paige. And thank you again, Tarina. And Bonnie, you're totally rocking it. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow night on the coaching call. And ladies, take care of your soul and you will take care of your career. But we wrap them both together in our 12-week Kick-Ass Career Workshop. It's yours. If you qualify based on what's going on with your career and if we're a good fit, check it out by booking your complimentary career clarity call at mofall.com/live clarity. Let's book that call with you and let's take care of things now. Time is a wasting and your soul is wanting to be lit back up. See you next time. This is Career Coach Mo Fall, mofall.com. And let's bring your soul back to life. Bam. See you next time.